guys, welcome to another strategy learning section. Today we are going to talk about the left out strategy of the vertical spreads, what we call as a call ratio back spread. This is not a kind of vertical spread in the way, it's a ratio spread. It is vertical, but it is also ratio. Here when you see the bull call spread or bull put spread, we have the buying and selling quantity are same. Whenever we call it as a ratio, the quantity of buying the options and selling the option are different. Means that makes a huge difference in the profit and loss in the payoff graph also. So what is a call ratio back spread and in what circumstances we can use this call ratio back spread? So first of all, let us first see the ready-made strikes of this strategy which is provided by Sensible. So I am on the Sensible interface. The strategy builder is free to use for any Sensible user. You have to come to the left side menu and then click the strategy builder. So you will come to this screen. You can build your own custom strategy if you are experienced in option. If you are not well experienced in option, you can look at any of the ready-made strategy to learn and formulate your own strategy. So today I am going to show you how to do a call ratio back spread and in what situations we can use it and what is the P&L we can expect in this strategy. By seeing, you can see what is the call ratio back spread. Let us open and during the explanation I will tell you the various scenarios. Okay, this is what the call ratio back spread will look like. Okay, so in this what we are doing, what is a call ratio back spread means we are selling one option against the two options which we are going to buy. When you are buying option, a call option, it is basically a bullish view. When you are having a bullish view, you can go and buy a call option. To reduce the cost of that call option, you are buying two call options here. So for two call options, if you are going to buy for 50 rupees, in this strategy you can see 11th of November, 18,100 call option, buying two quantities. That is say 14 and 50 rupees you are buying. So you are paying out 100 rupees outside. So 100 rupees means the Nifty option contract is 50, right? So if you are paying 100 rupees for these two lots, so you will be paying out 5,000 rupees for this. If you are buying only this call and if the market stays there only or going down, you might lose the entire 5,000 rupees, right? So to keep the hedge for that, we are going to sell one option which is a lower call. Lower call means it is at the money or in the money call we are going to sell and collect the premium to finance your call buy positions. Two calls you are buying at one strike. So to finance that one, we are going to sell one option and collect the premium. Okay. And what we are collecting here, we are collecting 1573. So the moment you say it is a net credit strategy, this can be done for credit, debit and zero cost. All the three scenarios are possible. What you are seeing here is a credit strategy. That is what Sensible has given. I will show you the difference also. When you are getting a net credit, you don't have any downside risk. So you have to be a bit attentive, understand properly. When you are getting a net credit on a call ratio back spread, you do not have a downside risk. You have a slight upside risk. If the market goes up very fast, then your strategy will become profitable because the upside potential for this strategy is unlimited. Okay. Consider that the market goes up slightly above our level of entry. When we entered, when the market is at 17,900, right? Our break even starts at 18270, like 18268 what it is showing here. So our break even is at 18270. The market has to move quickly to that level before the expiry so that we will have a break even. If the market is not moving very quickly, then we might incur a loss in this strategy. The loss is not limited to your premium because you are getting the premium. So when you are having a net credit strategy, your maximum loss is always higher because this is not one to one, right? Means you are buying two calls but you are selling only one call. So the P&L will be different. Even you are getting a net debit, it will be a bit different. So I'll explain a little bit on this when I am explaining the debit strategy. Okay, so your maximum loss occurs when the market is exactly expiring at your buy strike. So what happens? You are selling a lower call, right? The lower call for the price what you have sold 130 rupees. This is 17900 call, right? For 130 rupees you have sold, and the market is going up, and your 18100 two calls are gaining. The 18100 call will start gaining more value only when it crosses 18149, right? Or 18150. You say 50 rupees you sold. So after 18150 only, these calls will start gaining, and it has to gain another 20-30 points to cover the loss what we are having here, because this call will also start gaining tremendously if the market is going up, right? So if the market is expiring exactly at 18100, so what happens? Your 18100 call will become zero, means there is nothing left here, it will become zero. But this 17900 call what you sold will have a lot of value. It will have 200 rupees here. Okay, that 200 rupees is what is going to be your maximum loss. 200 rupees minus whatever the credit you have received. So that is the maximum loss what it is showing here. So the point is, if the market is moving slightly up, means we will incur loss in this strategy. If the market moving down or quickly moving up, this strategy will give you very good profit on the upside. On the downside, there is absolutely no risk. You basically like keep whatever credit you have collected, right? That's all. So let us see the debit trade for this. So when we will have a debit trade, so the call what you are financing, the cost is more than what you have sold, right? So we will go to 18,000. When you go to 18,000, so what we are going to do, we are going to have a net debit trade. So means I just reduced it by 100 points. So the premium got changed. So now it is 83 rupees. So we are buying two lots. So 83 plus 83 is 166 rupees. So 166 rupees we are paying out, but we are collecting only 130 rupees. So the remaining whatever money is there, that we are paying to the market. So the net premium we are paying 1802 rupees, but your maximum loss is still higher. That is what I am trying to explain, because there is a strike differences here. Okay. So when we are having such a strategy, your downside is limited to the premium what you have paid. Okay. If the market is going down, then whatever premium you paid, you will lose the premium, because all the calls will expire worthless. So what you paid at the end, so this is the maximum loss you are going to have. If the market goes up slightly, then your loss will be more, and your maximum loss happens always at the buy strike only. For any scenario, your maximum loss will happen always at the buy strike. If you see, when the market is at 18,000, your maximum loss will be about 6,800 rupees. So if your strikes, your sell strike and buy strikes are narrow, your loss is less. If your sell and buy strikes are bit wider, your loss will be more, but you will have a downside protection. Upside, there is, you don't need to have a protection, because upside is profit, means this is a bullish position, right? Means upside profit is undefined. You can always have a bigger profit. If the market tomorrow moves to 18,400 by the expiry time, you will have a super duper profit of about 11,000, 12,000 rupees. What you have paid, about 1,800 rupees. So it is 10 times more profit, right? On the downside, from the level of your entry. If the market is going down, your downside is protected. What you will lose is only the premium what you have paid, 1802. If the market moves up slightly only, you will incur a maximum loss of 6800 rupees when the market expires right at 18,000, and this is at expiry only. You will not lose it immediately. You will be losing if tomorrow market opens at 18,000. The loss what you are going to have about 887 rupees, what is shown in the payoff graph. You are not going to have a 6800 loss. Means always in these strategies, the maximum loss happens at expiry only. Your maximum profit, whenever you want, you can take out the profit. Means nobody is stopping you, right? Means if you are having a good profit, if the market goes to 18,300, tomorrow it opens gap up 18,300, you will have a very good profit of about 8,800 rupees, more than the expiry day profit. That time you can simply book the profit and come out, right? So this is one scenario where it is a debit strategy, where you have protected by your whatever premium is paid. That is only you are going to lose on the downside. On the upside, slight move up to the point where your buy strike is there, you are going to have a maximum loss. Then after, if it starts moving up, your loss is getting reduced, and after the break even of 18,140, you will start getting the good profit. Means 18, if it goes to 18,130, which is the break even, if it goes tomorrow, you will already have 2000 rupees profit. Means if you want, you can wait, or you can book the profit and come out. So this is the second scenario. Let us go to the third scenario. Let's say we are having a break-even trade. Okay, break-even trade means I just increased it by 50 points. So we are paying out 130 rupees and we are collecting 130 rupees. So this is like a zero cost trade. Means we are not going to pay any cost. No, not paying premium or not getting premium. Okay, you are paying 2 rupees of premium. Okay, this is nothing. 2 rupees is what your brokerage is 20 rupees for this, right? So 2 rupees is nothing. So you consider that this is a zero cost trade. In a zero cost trade, your downside is protected. You are not going to lose anything if the market goes down. You are break even there. Only cost what you pay is brokerage. That is one side. The other side, if the options are expiring worthless, you don't have to close it, because the options will expire worthless. There is no settlement happen, so you don't have to pay anything to the broker. You can just simply leave the option for expiring worthless. Okay. On the upside, you will have, since I have already moved it by 50 points, before it was 18,000, right? I moved it by 50 points, your max loss will increase. When the strikes are wider, your maximum loss will increase. When the strikes are closer, your maximum loss will reduce. And your strikes are wider, your break even will also increase. Okay, so right now your break even is at 18,200 here. So after 18,200, it is all the way profit. There is no limit for that. It is completely profit. And on the downside, from 17,900, wherever you have sold 17,900, if the market is going down, you are not going to lose anything here. It can show some loss on the target date. Target date is whatever days in between the expiry. Any day you can choose those, that is the target date. So it will show some loss, but on expiry you will be break even. You would have paid only some premium for some brokerage for getting into the position, so that is going to be your only loss. So but the actual trade will not have any P&L. It's a break even trade. On the upside, your maximum loss will occur when the market expires exactly at your buy strike, which is in this case 18,050. In that case, on expiry day, you will lose a maximum of 7,500 rupees for this strategy. That is only on the expiry day. If the market, you can see that you have a bullish view, the market went up little bit and then it is consolidating for a couple of days, then you can always close the trade and come out. You will be incurring less loss because there is a lot of time value left on those options. On the buy options, so that you can always recover the money back, and you will be losing here about 950 rupees if you are closing it tomorrow. If the market is at 18,050 and you don't want to have a maximum loss of 7,500, you can simply close the trade and come out. Okay, this is what is the call ratio spread. I have explained you three scenarios. One is a net credit strategy, one is a net debit strategy, one is a zero cost strategy. So right now you know all the three strategies. This is a plain vanilla call ratio back spread. Signing off, this is JR. Thank you for being with me. May the markets be with you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, please subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. Thank you.